Yo, what's going on? Pickpocket Podcast.
Oh, that sound good. Pickpocket podcast, pickpocket locks.
Let's get it.
Pocket locks. Cause hey, we on your phone, and pop them in your pocket.
Let's get it, man. We got UFC prediction this weekend and NFL predictions this weekend as well. It's a good fight card to talk about, man. And I'm surprised it's not a pay-per-view card. So
it's really one title fight away from being a pay-per-view card, and better than some of the pay-per-view cards in recent memory.
Yeah, man. Let's get straight to it, shall we? This first fight we're going to talk about, Wellington Turman versus Jared Gooden. Wellington Turman, he is 18-7. He is 2-3 his past 5 fights. He has 4 TKO wins and 8 submission wins. If you guys don't know, Wellington Turman, he's training with Alex Pereira. He's trying to get working on his striking a little bit more because we know he's more of a submission artist, but that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to improve his striking, and he's training with one of the best strikers in the world. So that's Wellington Turman. Jared Gooden, on the other hand, he's 22-9. He's back in the UFC. He used to be in the UFC. He got cut, and I guess he worked his way up. Now he's back in the UFC, Jared Gooden, and he's 1-0 so far. His last fight in the UFC, he's 1-0. He has 11 TKO wins and 6 submission wins. This is, man. I think, personally, I think I'm just going to go with Wellington Turman, minus 205 moneyline at DraftKings. Like I said, if he's training with Alex Pereira, I just gotta go with Wellington Turman, man. Here, not only because of that, I just feel like I seen Wellington Turman's last fight, man. He was doing good.
It was a close fight. He got outstruck by 6 strikes, and it was a 29-28 unanimous decision for Randy Brown. Randy Brown, I feel like, moves well, and you can compare Randy Brown to his current opponent and Jared Gooden, and the fact that Jared Gooden doesn't move as well as Randy Brown does. And with the striking that with Wellington Turman striking, improving and evolving, working in Teixeira MMA with Alex Pereira. Come on now. I think Turman's due for a knockout. I know his submission history is great. He's 8-0 when it comes to submissions, 4-2 when it comes to knockout, 18-7 overall. But man, I think he's on the come up. He's 27 years old.
Yeah.
Not yet in his prime, but working with Alex Pereira will take him to that next level. And we're going to see him slowly improve and evolve. I hope, and I do really think so. So I got Turman here too, man. Minus 205. I think I don't have a really specific pick. It might go to decision. I might see, he's so versatile. Yeah, but sure. I do think he gets it done. Money line all the way.
Yeah, Bart said it perfectly, to be honest. So, yeah, we both got Wellington Turman for that fight, beating Jared Gooden. This next one, Zachary Reese versus Cody Brundage. Zachary Reese, he's 6-0. This is about to be his UFC debut. He has 4 TKO wins and 2 submission wins. So, all his fights ended in finish.
Cody, all in the first round.
All in the first round, too? Wow.
All in the first round, and a mix of armbar, KO, TKO, submission, and punches, and then 2 TKOs.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's for Reese. Cody, on the other hand, he's 9-5. He has 2-3 his past 5 fights in the UFC. He has 4 TKO wins and 3 submission wins. To be honest, I think I know what the UFC is doing here. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to promote Zachary Reese. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going with Reese. Minus 225 money line here. What you think of it?
Man, 29 years old, kind of same situation, except much less experience on the side of Zachary Reese here.
For sure.
This is his first real big test. The guy he fought on the Contender Series was 5-1, and he still was able to get the first round submission and get signed by Dana White to the organization. Man, his versatility, all in the first round, KO, arm bars, and arm bar is really a bully fucking submission. You get to that arm bar position, you're really fucking somebody up because they're giving up their arm. They're basically giving up when they're giving you their arm. I think Reese all the way here. I think inside the distance too, if you want to be a little bit more risky. But this is his first test. Both good grapplers. So overall, I do like the odds on Reese. He's at what?
Minus 225, I believe.
Minus 225. I think that's nice.
Okay.
I got Reese here. He's on the, and we, like you said, we know what Dana's trying to do here, build a prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Brundage just kind of that guy who's, the prospects fight, and then, we see if they pass the test or not,
Yeah, for sure. So we got Reese then too?
Yeah, I got Reese, all the way.
All right, we both got Reese for that fight. Let's move on to the main card here, guys. Sean Brady versus Kevin Gastelum. Sean Brady, he is 15-1, 31 years old. He is 4-1 his past 5 fights. His last fight that Sean Brady had, he lost to Bilal Muhammad and got TKO.
How the fuck did that happen? Tell me, just the motherfucker got walked down too, bro. Man. Like, that shit was crazy. That shit blew my mind.
I'm like, wow. But Sean Brady, he has 3 TKO wins, 4 submission wins. He's a good fighter. Before the Bilal Muhammad fight, he was like, a lot of people were raving his name. Now, Kevin Gastelum, on the other hand, he's 18-8, 32 years old, 2-3 his past 5 fights. He is 1-0 in the welterweight division. If you guys don't know, Kevin Gastelum, he was at middleweight division. He was struggling.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, he was fighting one of the best fighters in this division. Now he's moving down to welterweight. A lot of people were questioning his diet. A lot of people were questioning his weight. But he looks good. He said he's disciplined. He feels great. He might find a new home in his welterweight division. We're going to see. But Kevin Gastelum, he has 6 TKO wins and 5 submission wins. So he's an all-around fighter. He has the skills, to knock you out and submit you. And I'm going to bring this up, too. I'm going Kevin Gastelum, but the reason why I'm going Kevin Gastelum, look at the list that he fought these past fights that he had, man. Chris Curtis, Jared Cannonier, Robert Whitaker, Jack Hermanson. Those are top-level guys. You know what I'm saying? And I think Kevin Gastelum's going to use his experience. He's going to use the skills that he has to get the win and beat Sean Brady. What you think, man?
Man, despite Kelvin Gastelum being 2-5 his last 7 fights, I'm rocking with Gastelum here. I think Brady's was a little bit overhyped. I don't think Brady's wrestling is enough to keep Gastelum down at all. I don't think... Gastelum trains with Cejudo, and Gastelum is known to have good wrestling defense.
For sure.
And offense, offensively good grappling as well. 5 submission victories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's had a lot of canceled bouts. I would have loved to see how he did against Nasruddin Imavov. I would have been a little bit more confident had he beat him. But the list of names he's lost against, like you said, Jared, Robert, even Darren Till in his golden days, and he's got Fight of the Year in the UFC Hall of Fame already against Israel Adesanya. Mm-hmm. So if you're taking Israel Adesanya to a close decision, best believe, I know it was years ago, only 3 years or 3 years ago, I'm rocking with you, I know the record isn't as good as Brady's, it's not as appealing, but I'm rocking with the underdog in Gastelum. If it does go to a close decision, though, I wouldn't be surprised if Brady gets that hump, just because we know what the UFC does here. It's more, that WWE merger, no good, no bueno. No bueno. But, I think if Kelvin Gastelum dominates, and hopefully there's no robbery here and clearly wins, then I think that will happen. But let's just hope there's no fuckery with the judges in this one.
Yeah, man.
If it's a close ass fight,
No, for sure. I definitely feel you. You're definitely right. Because wow, this UFC judge has been tweaking lately. But we both got Kevin Gastelum beating Sean Brady for that fight on the main card, guys. Let's move on to the next fight. Rob Font versus Figueiredo. This one's going to be really interesting. Rob Font, he's 20-7, 9 TKO wins, 4 submission wins. He has 2-3 in his past 5 fights. Rob Font, he's more of a boxer. He's not known for his grappling, his wrestling skills. If you've seen his last...
the most boring fucking fight of all time. I was like just make that shit 3 rounds during the fight, bro. I don't even want to see these last rounds.
Yeah, but, man. Rob Font, like Bart was saying, Rob Font, his last fight, he lost to Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen was just on top of him, wrestling and grappling the entire fight. It was so damn boring. But yeah, man, the one thing I will say about Rob Font, his boxing is crisp. He got some nice hands. Now, Figueiredo, if you guys don't know, a former champion in the flyweight division. He was in 4 fights with Brandon Moreno. Figueiredo, he's 21-3 with 1 draw. He is 2-2-1 in the past 5 fights. This is gonna be his bantamweight debut, and he has 9 TKO wins and 8 submission wins. We always talked about, though, with Figueiredo, me and Bart, and the past episodes we had. Figueiredo, he looks like he's draining himself in the flyweight division, and he don't really look good. But now he's moving up a division, which is bantamweight. He looks more comfortable. I feel like he's going to be even more stronger. And I think he might find a new home in his bantamweight division. You just can't sleep on Figueiredo, man. He was a... Before Brandon Moreno, this guy was running through opponents like
everybody.
Nothing. And now the fact that he's moving up weight class, he's feeling good by himself. He might have more strength for this division for himself. I think he gets to win, man. I think Figueiredo gets to win plus 114 money line. And I think he's going to use his grappling. He might strike with Rob Font a little bit, but I feel like if he gets in trouble, he's going to use the grappling and try to dominate and get the win. So that's what I got, man. I got Figueiredo beating Rob Font for this fight. What you thinking?
So, man, like you said, before the wars with freaking Brandon Moreno, this guy was looking unstoppable. Like, nobody was going to beat him.
No.
Man, he was, like, honestly still one of my favorite fighters, most exciting fighter to watch.
Yeah.
And, man, I hope that doesn't hurt him in this fight. I hope, he's striking offensively, but he uses his fight IQ all the way with Rob Font, because Rob Font can be dangerous with the boxing.
For sure.
So what Figueiredo has to do to win this fight, and I really do believe in him, and I do think he wants to get somewhere in the 135 division, because he's not running out of time. How old is he now?
I forgot. It's probably 36. I want to say
36 is what I want to say too. He's 35. Okay. So Figueiredo's 35. He's 21-3. I mean, I think this is his last chance at getting a contendership for gold. I think that's the reason he moved up to 135. I think he's gonna mix in the grappling, make Font worry about the takedowns. He got exposed last fight against Sandhagen, and I do believe if Sandhagen can do that to Rob Font, Figueiredo should be able to do it to it at 135. I got Figgy all the way here. I do think he took a lot of damage in those Moreno fights, so I just hope he doesn't get hit and like a one punch knockout. But I'm cautious about this fight just because of the weight, the move up in weight. But the way I looked at Figueiredo before the Moreno fights, I can't pick Font here.
I feel you.
And the way Font looked against Sandhagen, because I know Figueiredo has the ability to do that too and hold him down for the fight. I just don't know if he will.
I feel you. I get what you're saying about Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno. Like, he did take a lot of damage, you know what I'm saying? Those were some war fights. But Figueiredo did take a lot of time off, though, if you think about it.
That's true.
So let's see if he's, actually healed up all the way and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're actually, you're absolutely right. And he had time to bulk up and fill into the frame for 135. So, yeah, that actually makes me a lot more confident in Figgy, too.
Yeah, man. So we both got Figueiredo beating Rob Font in this one, plus 114 money line. Let's talk about this next one. This one's kind of tricky here. Jalen Turner versus Bobby Green. Jalen Turner, he is 13-7. He is 3-2 his past 5 fights. He's 28 years old. He's a bit taller than Bobby Green. He's 6'2". Bobby Green's 5'8". But Jalen Turner, he has 9 TKO wins and 4 submission wins. But the question is, can he make weight? Because Jalen Turner has a history of not making weight. He struggles.
And that's with full fight camps.
You feel me? And this is a short notice for Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner is taking a short notice fight for this one. Can he really make the weight? Because we've seen it. He gets full training camps and he still misses the weight. Can he make the weight in the short notice fight? We'll see. Bobby Green, on the other hand, he's 31 wins, 14 losses, 1 draw, 37 years old. Like I said, he's 5'8". Jalen Turner's Bobby Green's 5'8". Jalen Turner is 6'2". Bobby Green is 2-1 in his past 5 fights. But man, Bobby Green has a lot of finishes. 11 TKOs and 9 submission wins. Ooh, this is tough. What you think about it?
Man, think about the last fighters who have taken short notice fights. How many of them have won?
I was going to bring that up to a good point.
How many of them have won? Volkanovski, Khamzat Chimaev, or Kamaru Usman. Granted, it was a pretty close fight.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis against Almeida.
Yeah.
It hasn't been working out for these short notice fights, and Bobby Green is no joke.
Full camp.
He's literally coming off a straight punch knockout to Grant Dawson, who was minus 500 coming into that fight.
Crazy,
I don't understand the odds here. I think Jalen Turner is going to drain himself if he makes the weight, and that's going to be a disadvantage to him. I think Jalen Turner's best move, even though 170 is stacked, just move up, man. And you're going to be way more successful, I believe, than at 155, because 155 is stacked too, equally as stacked.
Yeah.
So you may as well just jump to the division where, where there's people who are in the same camp trying to fight each other. Everybody literally in the top 10 is in Killcliff. So, I got Bobby Green here, man. Full camp, Jalen Turner. Like I said, these past fighters who have been coming up haven't been able to get the job done. Maybe on a full camp, I'm taking Turner.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure.
But on 2 weeks notice? Not even that.
I want to say a week or two.
Less than 2 weeks notice? No way I can take Turner. Especially coming off two close-ass fights where he took a lot of damage, too, against Dan Hooker.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, we both got Bobby Green plus 164 money line. The thing is, I am worried about is Bobby Green. I'm not too sure how he will do well against tall fighters like Jalen Turner, but we do like Bobby Green because the short notice fights, guys. These fighters who take short notice fights, it don't really end well for them. So we got Bobby Green beating Jalen Turner for that fight for the co-main event. Let's move on to the main event. Beneil Dariush versus Arman. Darus, he's 22-5 with one draw, 34 years old. He's 5 TKO wins, 8 submission wins. He's 4-1 his past 5 fights. Beneil Dariush, he's a veteran, experienced in UFC. Arman, on the other hand, he's 20-3, 27 years old, 4-1 his past 5 fights. He has 8 TKO wins and 5 submission wins. Arman, he's a top prospect in the UFC right now. But I don't know what it is, Dariush, man. He schools these new guys who comes in the UFC. Like, I seen it over and over again. And
over and over, man.
I know Dariush last fight against Charles Oliveira, he lost, he got TKO. But come on, this Charles Oliveira. You know what I'm saying?
Levels,
There's levels to that. So, listen, man. I know some of you guys are worried because Dariush, this is his first main event fight. But Dariush did say he trains for every fight that he has in his past UFC career. He trains it like it's a 5-round fight. So he might have the cardio, you know what I'm saying? He won't be that gassed because he trains every fight like it's a 5-round fight. So listen, I know the odds are, I don't know, plus 250 money line for Dariush, but I'm going to take a stab at it. Like I said, only because Dariush, he has experience and he beats these young guys who's like a top prospect coming in the UFC. And it's not like Dariush is old as hell. Like he's 38 or 39 years old. He's only 34 years old. That's not that old for UFC fighters. So, and I just don't see the hype around Arman, man. Yeah, because he almost beat Islam. I'm not buying that. Unless he proves me wrong this weekend, we'll see. But I'm going with Beneil Dariush. What you got, Bert?
Man. And, all right, you said one thing. He never had a main event. He didn't. That's true.
Yeah.
But the fight against Charles Oliveira, you know what the main event was? Amanda Nunes versus Irene Aldana.
Oh, yeah.
So he kind of did have a main event. But on a serious note. Man, Benny, like you said too, bro, he comes in and he schooled Mateusz Gamrot, made him look like a fool chasing after those single leg takedowns, and made him look like a fool striking wise too. The one thing I worry about with Benny Dariush always is his striking because I feel like it's really sloppy and you can see it coming.
I agree.
Kind of from a mile away.
Yeah.
But man, Arman Tsarukyan almost got finished by Joaquim Silva when he was a minus 720 favorite, y'all. And Joaquim Silva took that on 8 days' notice.
That says a lot.
And Mateusz Gamrot beat Arman Tsarukyan, who...
It was a close fight, though.
It was a close fight, but still. Benny Dariush versus Gamrot wasn't a close fight. That's all I'm going to say. I know MMA math don't work always, but I really think Benny Dariush, especially at the plus odds, I don't know, like the odds here kind of fuck with my head because, like, why isn't it... at least like a pick 'em? Or why isn't it at least like plus 150 for Dariush? Why is it at plus 250? But I really do think Dariush has great wrestling, and before the Oliveira fight, if he won, he was gonna have this shot against against Islam next. And people were saying Dariush is the only guy at 155 who can kind of stand with, who can kind of wrestle with Islam and get out of those grappling situations. So, man, I don't understand the plus 250, but give it to me all day. I think I think this fight could go the distance and it could be close and it could be another one of those, hey, the UFC wants to push this new guy.
Yeah.
We might fuck Benny Dariush, but man, at the end of the day, I'm still take a stab at Benny winning here. And he's a big ass 155er in my opinion, compared to Arman. I think he's really big for the division.
Yeah, man. So we both got Dariush beating Arman for the main event. I'm running back to you guys for the fights that we like for UFC. We both got Wellington Turman minus 205 money line, beating Jared Gooden. We both got Zachary Reese minus 225 money line, beating Cody. In the main card, we both got Kevin Gastelum beating Sean Brady. The next fight, we both got Figueiredo beating Rob Font. After that, we got Bobby Kareem, underdog, beating Jalen Turner. And for the main event, we got Dariush beating Arman. That's what we got for the UFC. That's what we got, man. In 2 weeks from now, the UFC pay-per-view is going to be marvelous. From top to bottom, I've never seen a stacked card like this in a long time.
Oh my god.
Yes,
UFC
nice,
296? Yes, UFC 296. From prelims to the fucking main card. Yeah. It is literally a fight fan's dream.
For sure.
I can't wait to talk about Pimblett versus Ferguson. I can't wait to talk about Blachowicz versus fucking Rakic. I can't wait to talk
who? Ian Gary or something like that?
Ian Gary? Oh, my boy, you are in some shit, bro. He's suing Sean Strickland. What the fuck you think was gonna happen, bro? Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Ian Gary been taking some L's outside of the ring, but we gonna get diving into a little more when that pay-per-view comes. We on Rocky Edwards versus Kobe Covington.
Early preview, I think, is gonna be inside the ring too. That when Sean Strickland start fucking with your head, things don't go well. We seen it.
No, for sure, that's facts. But yeah, man, that's the UFC predictions we got. Stay tuned for the pay-per-view in 2 weeks. It's gonna be massive. Let's move on to NFL real quick, man. Let's run it through real quick. Cardinals versus Steelers. They're at Pittsburgh. I got to go with the Steelers here just because they have the better defense. And once they fired the offensive coordinator from the Steelers, you seen it last week against the Bengals. The Steelers put up so many yards, and their offense is rolling right now. They're coming back to life. So I got Steelers money line beating the Cardinals. What you thinking, Brett?
Plus 7.5 Cardinals here.
Okay, you see it being a close game?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I kind of see it too the whole time. The next one, Falcons versus the Jets. They're at New York. Listen, the Falcons, I don't know. I just don't trust them. I can't trust the Jets either because of the quarterback situation, but I do trust the Jets defense though. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to just roll with the Jets money line, only because they have the better defense. The Falcons offense is just so mediocre. And yeah, I got Jets money line.
I don't know. Jets have, I think, 12 interceptions on the year. I like Desmond Ritter to throw a pick, minus 150.
Okay.
And honestly, I can't pick a winner, but I do think it'll be a close game. So if you want to do like Ritter 1 interception and Jets plus 7, or plus 10 even to boost the odds, I like that too.
I like that. All right. This next one, Dolphins versus Commanders at Washington. Listen, I'm going Jalen Waddle touchdown. He is due for a touchdown. Not only that, the Commanders, they give up a lot of touchdowns in the secondary defense. So I'm going Jalen Waddle touchdown and Dolphins to win.
Give me a second here. I know we're running through these, but if I'm not mistaken, the Commanders give up the most passing yards defensively. Mm-hmm. They do. So give me, 3,175 passing yards and 28 touchdowns, both most in the league. Give me fucking Miami minus 10 and fucking whoever to score a touchdown. No, I'm playing, but let me get Tyreek and Waddle. I think they're the obvious picks, and I think don't overthink it. Just do it. Just do it for this game.
I also like two passing touchdowns.
Yeah, honestly, even maybe 3. Shit.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Hey.
But yeah, man, that's what we got for that game. The next one, Chargers versus the Patriots. New England Patriots, they're going out sad, man. Wow.
I can't believe Bill can't get can't get control of this team. I honestly never seen them in such shambles.
It's not his fault, man. It's the quarterback situation.
It's the quarterback situation for sure, but damn, I can't trust the damn Chargers either
Me too.
against Bill Belichick. So what I'm going to do is, what you think about Ramondre getting in this week? Actually, I'd rather take Eckler than
I was going to say, Eckler, he has not scored the past 2 games. I do like also Eckler scored a touchdown. I like the Chargers to win, bro, just because, come on, if you got to tell me who I have, Justin Herbert or fucking Zappy or Mac Jones, I'm going with the Chargers all day.
Man, yeah, I don't blame you. I'll do, like I said, I'll do like a same game parlay, Chargers plus 3.5, and then Eckler to get in.
Yes, sir. That's what we got for that game. The next one, Broncos versus the Texans. They're at Houston. This one's going to be really interesting. Broncos defense has been stepping up. They've been turning over the ball a lot for the Broncos defense. 2
or 3 fumble recoveries in 2 games in a row.
That's why.
Or 3.
That's nice. The Texans, we know C.J. Stroud. You know, they're electric on the offense side of the ball with C.J. Stroud and Tank Dewell. And,
oh my God, Reese, that man
right?
That's what I said. Averaging like 30 yards a catch or some shit, man. Whenever you see his highlight, it's like a 60-yard bomb.
For sure, yeah. But, man, listen, I think it's going to be a close game. I can't really decide a winner, so I'm going to go with the Broncos plus 3.5 just because their defense, it's a little better than the Texans' defense. So I feel like the Broncos' defense is going to keep the Broncos in the game, and they might cover plus 3.5 Broncos. That's what they got.
Yeah, I feel like especially with Sean Payton's you know, his veteran, coaching experience. Oh, man, I could see the Broncos stealing this one from the Texans, and the Texans kind of just ending the season how everybody thought they would in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It's a tough game, but I do think it'll be close at the end. Give me the Broncos. Plus 4.5. It's at plus 3.5, minus 122. Imagine that plus 4.5 is like minus 145 around there.
So that's what we got for that game. The next one, Lions versus the Saints. They're at New Orleans. I'm going with St. Brown touchdown. Wide receiver from the Lions and the Lions to win. The Saints, I just can't trust them. Derek Carr, get out of here. I just can't trust them. And not only that, the Lions have lost to the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Last week, and I think they're going to get a bounce back week here, guys. The Lions money line, St. Brown touchdown, beating the Saints.
Oh man, I like Montgomery to get in.
I like that goal line. Yeah.
I like that Montgomery to get in this week, and man, I can't. It's tough for me to pick a winner. This is that game we figure out. You know, that old Bears fucking interview. It wasn't the Bears, but we are who they thought they were. Are we who they think they were? Are we who they think they are right now, the Lions? Are they going to be a playoff team? If they win this game and smoke the Saints how they should, they are. I think they're legit. But if they don't and struggle in this game, even if they make it close, I'm not rocking. I don't know. I got Montgomery touchdown though all day.
I do like Montgomery touchdown as well, guys. I like that.
And if I had to pick a winner, I'd go Lions, but not too confident.
That's what we got for that game. The next one, Colts versus the Titans. They're at Tennessee. It's a pick 'em. It's a toss up, but I'm gonna go with the Colts, man. Colts money line. I know Gardner Minshew. It's hard to trust, but they're winning. They're winning against him, bro. Yeah. And I'm going with Jonathan Taylor touchdown, man. Look, he's getting back in his groove. He's scoring lately these past 2 games. So I'm going Jonathan Taylor touchdown and Colts to win, beating the Titans. I don't know, man. The Titans are so inconsistent right now, especially with the rookie quarterback, under center right now for the Titans. So I'm going with the Colts here and Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Man, I'm going with the Colts here, and it's funny how we got the same teams a lot of the year, but we got different touchdown scorers. I think Pittman gets in this week. I just don't. The Titans only have 3 interceptions on the year, so I think Minshew if the pocket's nice and holds up, that they should win this game pretty easily. But I am worried about. I think Derrick Henry gets in this week too, man. I'm not gonna lie. So I got Pittman, Henry touchdown scorers, and. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, but I got the Colts ultimately.
For sure. That's what we got for that game. Panthers versus the Buccaneers. They're at Tampa Bay. Listen, the Panthers, they're just struggling right now. They're really struggling on the offense side of the ball. Bryce Young, rookie quarterback, no offensive line, no weapons on the offense. I'm going with the Buccaneers -5. I think they cover it, man. The Buccaneers, they lost last week. at the Colts. And I see them bouncing back here, man, at Tampa Bay, covering the -5, beating the Panthers. What you thinking?
Man, yeah. What worries me is Tampa's fucking pass defense are so bad. They're so bad with the pass defense, but they do get the sacks, and that might lead Bryce Young to throw a pick. So give me Bryce Young to throw a pick, and man, I'll take the Panthers at like +10 here, alternate spread.
All right. That's what we got for that game. This next one. Ooh, this one's going to be interesting. This is the game of the week right here.
Oh.
49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Listen, the Eagles defense, I feel like they've been giving up a little too much these past 4 games. And they all been close games, this past games that Eagles been having. The Commanders, the Cowboys, who are the Chiefs, the Bills. They all got away with a lot of stuff. Let's not sit here and not argue, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not just.
They're getting away with some close-ass games
and
calls, questionable teams, and some calls, yeah.
The refs, I don't know, man.
And where is AJ Brown, bro? Like,
AJ Brown scored last week.
He scored last week, but man, 2 weeks ago he fucking didn't. Bitch ass motherfucker. 1 catch, 8 yards, bro. Please, no.
But listen. I think the 49ers defense is what's gonna help them win this game against the Eagles. The defense, bro, the defensive line is scary compared to what the 49ers had last year. You got Chase Young, you got Nick Bosa, you got Buckner, you got Harsgrove. Man, listen, bro, if one guy like Nick Bosa, they're gonna double team him, Chase Young getting a sack. And if they double team Chase Young, Nick Bosa's getting a sack. I'm going with the 49ers main line here, man. Brock Purdy, quarterback for the 49ers, he just has to do his job. He has a lot of weapons on the offense side of the ball. Debo, Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. It's going to be a close game. But like I was saying, guys, the Eagles been getting away with a lot of stuff. And it's been, they've been ending in close games. I think that win streak ends here. I got 49ers money line. And I also think they get that lid back from last year's playoff.
This has NFC Championship vibes like a motherfucker. And it's, week 13 and week 12. Week 13?
Yeah.
Week 13. And man, it just feels like playoff vibes. Man, the 49ers, like I'm saying, bro, it's fucking crack, bro. It's like, it's insane. You have McCaffrey, Kittle, Ayuk, even Elijah Mitchell. You're so stacked offensively, and then look at the fucking defense. Like the front seven is stupid.
Stacked, bro.
So stacked. I mean, they are a super team. And my expectation for them is honestly to go to the Super Bowl already, as long as they stay healthy. Man, I got the 49ers here all day. I mean, I could, you could cook up some nice same game parlays if you're rocking with 49ers here too. I'm just going to take the 49ers, -2.5.
All right.
I'm scared about that, -3.
Yeah, all right. I feel that. So we both got 49ers for that game. That's going to be a good one. Browns versus the Rams. They're at L.A. The quarterback situation for the Browns is not looking good. P.J. Walker, they just signed Joe Flacco. He's a number 2 quarterback in the depth chart. And Myles Garrett, he's out for the Browns, man, on the defense side of the ball. We know that's the leader and that's the key for the Browns defense. So listen, the Rams been winning lately. It looks like they're coming back to life as a team. Matthew Stafford, Williams, running back from the Rams, he's back, and he scored 2 touchdowns last week. So
Coop is out of Cup's back in.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp, he's back in. And listen, I'm going with the Rams money line here. I just think they beat the Browns just because of the quarterback situation with the Browns. And Myles Garrett, he's out. So they're at LA. Give me the Rams money line. What you thinking, Bert?
Man, the only thing that I'm worried about here is the Browns defense, passing wise, so nasty. And
defense?
Yeah, and Stafford tends to make a mistake. I could see this being an ugly game that the Rams edge out, somehow. But I do see Stafford maybe, I wouldn't take 2 touchdowns here. Man, like you said, bro, their quarterback situation is so ugly. I feel like that the whole team's mindset is off for the Browns. So I think the Rams, lately, they've been winning. They got Cooper Kupp back. I think it's the Rams game to win. I think that's the safe play here. -185 money line.
Yep, that's what we got for that game, guys. Sunday Night Football. Let's talk about it. Chiefs versus the Packers. They're at Green Bay. Oh, Lord. I don't know if you guys know. you're going to see a lot of camera views on Taylor Swift.
Oh my God, bro. Like, bro.
Like, damn, is she on the field? Is she playing? Like, come on.
Bro, we may as well put her ass in. That's what we all want to see. Her ass get smoked by one of these linebackers.
Listen.
Let me chill.
I got Travis Kelce scored a touchdown, not only because Darus Swift, but the Packers defense, they allow a lot of touchdowns to tight ends. And Travis Kelce, he had scored a touchdown against the Raiders last week. So I got Travis Kelce to score a touchdown and Chiefs to win. I know Jordan Love, he's waking up, he's playing good these past few games. About damn time, because I was a real question about him. But now, he's played a little better. But the Chiefs, man, I know that Eagles loss is in the back of their head. I know they're pissed off about it. So they're going to keep the train rolling here. So, yeah, I got Kelce touchdown Chiefs to win Sunday Night Football.
Man, I don't know why my gut has been telling me all week one of these guys is going to score, but I can't tell you who. Man, Rashee Rice or Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed's been questionable, but I could see if they both get in, man, that's a nice little parlay to just throw 10 on, and you got 10 times your money. But, man, I just want to throw that prop out there just because my gut's been loving
I do like Jaden Reed, though, man. He's been scoring.
Jaden Reed, I like it lately, and Rashee Rice, too. He's been on it, too, man. So I think I like Kelce too as well, but just for that, I just want to throw that out there. I do think the Chiefs win. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of those games where the Packers come back and surprise everybody, though. But like you said, there's also 92% of the bets placed on the Kansas City Chiefs this game, and they're only minus 250 favorites. Man, I think it might be a close one. I like that over 42.5 number a lot, y'all. For this game. And I do like if you like what I said about Rice or Reed, they're both in the plus 200s for a touchdown. Just throwing it out there.
All right. That's what we got for Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football. Bengals versus the Jaguars. They're at Jacksonville. I like ETN, running back from the Jaguars, to score and the Jaguars to win. I also like the -9 for the Jaguars. I feel like the Bengals, quarterback situation, Joe Burrow, he's out for the season. I just don't trust the Bengals offense side of the ball right now. I don't think they really get it moving. And the Jaguars defense is not that bad. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty damn decent. So that's what I got. ETN touchdown, running back from the Jaguars to win. And if you want to touch the spread, -9, I won't be surprised if they cover that, bro.
All right, man. I do like. All right, give me the same. I'm gonna give you all the same game parlay here. -6.5 Jags. Trevor Lawrence 2 touchdown passes. And Trevor Lawrence, 225 passing yards.
I actually like that. I like that.
I like that. If y'all want the odds real quick, hold on. Let me start real quick. But I do think that's the move, man. I think the Jaguars, you gotta jump all over him to here.
Yeah, and I would say Trevor Lawrence, he's getting back in his little groove now. Yeah. Man. He's been playing good lately the past 2 games.
Unfortunately, player props not available yet.
It should be some decent odds though.
I think you're at least in the plus 200 of that parlay.
I was just gonna say
So 225 passing yards, 2 touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence, and -6.5.
All right. That's what we got, man, for NFL predictions. We appreciate you guys always tuning in, liking, subscribing, sharing our episodes, man. Let's get it. Let's have a good weekend.
No more Chicago Sports Hub. Pickpocket Lock, Pickpocket Podcast, whatever you like. But new year about to come up.
Yup.
Same money.
Let's keep on killing it, guys. Peace out.
Peace.